we go. Okay, so this is just going to be the syncing process, and then I'll just cut it out, obviously. Or I might leave it in, fuck it. Anyways, hey guys, what's up? It's Failed Fortitude here. I'm going to be doing a brand new thing. I'm going to be doing a podcast via just recordings, and eventually I will just take the audio from these videos and possibly upload it once I learn how to do that. Anyways, I'm here with my buddy Dave. What's up, Dave?
What's up? What's going on?
Dave, is there anything you'd like to be known as?
Good old Dr. Dave. That's been an alias for fucking 3 years now.
Dr. Dave and the women?
I mean, sure, if you want to add that part, I'm not gonna say no.
You know why I said that, right?
I mean, I can take a few guesses.
If you were to say, I totally ripped off Blasphemous HD's best friend, then yes.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, pretty much, this is just gonna be us, pretty much just having some fun on Minecraft, not really having too much of a goal, other than just doing what we do best.
My goal is just not to die a lot. Haven't played this game in like forever.
Yeah, but you know, what's the fun with not dying?
Good question. Good question.
God, I sounded like a Panic at the Disco fan. But then again, I like Panic at the Disco, so I can't really hate on them.
I've gotten more into them.
I mean, hell, my unintentional most awesome PSN name is Hispanic at the Disco.
Facts. And I also have another invite, my good sir.
Yes. Let's go ahead and do that. There you go. Anyways, so yeah, been up for a little while, just kind of just shooting the shit with Dave here, just talking about current life and how things have been for each of us.
Jesus Christ, I forgot I was fucking Ralph Wiggum.
Let's see. I just need one more white wool.
Oh, white wool, you say?
Yes.
Yo, come here, sheep.
If you can get one more white wool, then we will have enough to make a bed just for you.
Dude, fucking mission accomplished.
Woo! Come on, let's go. So, on a side note, for people who are going to be eventually watching this as a normal thing, first of all, Dave, here are your wools.
Well, fucking...
And here are your bed stuff. Okay. But yeah, what's up?
Minecraft, haven't played you in forever. It's just weird going back to Minecraft. It really is. I don't remember a lot of the controls.
Okay, let's sleep just for the sake of making sure your spawn is set and anyways.
Let's talk about everyone's favorite game right now. Fucking Fortnite, huh?
Ah, God, I despise that game.
Why though?
Just, I don't see a reason for that game. I really don't. I mean, granted, the reason is to have fun and whatnot, but I don't see, like, it doesn't look fun to me. It doesn't feel fun to me.
I mean, all it is. Fucking cow. I mean, it's just basically just PUBG, just with more cartoony graphics and building.
The funny thing is, I found out about this game before PUBG, and it was thanks to, of all people, Alexis and Arsenio, who were playing this game. And eventually, I'm pretty sure, I know Arsenio was going to be eventually in the podcast, but I'm not sure about Alexis. But,
you know.
like they were playing it one day and they just say, "Hey Jeremy, download it, play with us." And like I would see also my friend Brandon, who again another person that will most likely be on the podcast one of these days. They were playing the shit out of it, and I'm just like, I like having friends. So I decided, like, fuck it, I'm gonna play. I had never been so bored in my life. Because ultimately, this is the way I see it, and maybe Dave, you can convince me otherwise or agree with me. But all it is just repeating the same thing over and over and over and over.
I mean, that's
like you go to you
about it.
Well, yeah, but you go to the same place, you set up at the same spot. Obviously, the radius storm will always be a big difference.
Well, yeah, I mean, because there is, you know, still a certain amount of places, like Tilted Towers, Rolling Lodge, fucking... I mean, those are, like, the big mainstay places, but there's also, like, places like the prison or, like, the metal containers, where it's, like... Well, metal containers are great for material, because... Well, it is just a ton of fucking...
Iron.
Like, metal. Yeah. And you get good... be chests there to get you pretty good weapons. I mean,
the ironic thing is, I love how like I'm complaining about a game that just basically you do the same thing over and over, and I'm playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's still it's all basically the same thing with every game.
Yeah, I mean that ultimately is every game. I mean, that's what makes Zelda so awesome. That's what makes Mario so awesome. That's what makes Pokemon so awesome. That's what makes, you know, Call of Duty so awesome. It's like it's a formula that doesn't change. But with Fortnite, for me personally, it just feels off. And I think what it is, it's the free to play aspect of it. Just feels very neutered. Like, I mean, does anybody who play Fortnite does anybody who plays Fortnite actually play the actual Fortnite?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that's just one mode. Because you got like the actual Fortnite game, which is more or less the same thing, but it's like killing zombies and shit. Or I think.
I really believe it is.
Don't remember.
I actually do believe it is zombies.
And like all of your guns are more or less the same. I mean, the variety of drops is different, I believe.
By the way, if you find iron, let me know.
Got you. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's like I like the game. Sometimes it's a real pain in the ass because like the shotguns, a big problem. The shotguns are a real issue. Mainly just because of the fact that it's... Excuse me. There's, the variety of pumps and, like, variety of the, tactical shotguns.
Yeah.
You know, it all goes from, you know, common to rare to, like, epic to legendary. I'm sorry, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. You know, common's gonna be all your gray stuff, uncommon's gonna be your green, rare's gonna be blue, epic purple, and legendary orange. And like now it's you'll have rare pump shotguns which do more damage than a tactical, but you know, takes a couple seconds.
The one thing that I can't stand when it comes to like just overall games that have like I guess you can say a rarity system, is when like a gun that is like, let's say it's like a basic bitch. It's better than the legendary gun.
Yeah, it can be.
But you get what I'm trying to say, right? Like it's annoying. Like, isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Like, you know, even if the reload is slower, but isn't the legendary gun supposed to be like the end all be all for this particular weapon?
Yeah, but it really comes down to like, you know, just like any other type of game like that, where it's like where you're at per se doing what. Because if I'm like fighting someone at a distance and I'm using like a SCAR, a good chance they're not going to kill me with just a common AR.
Yeah.
It's a very rare possibility. Like I would have to be shooting all around them and not hitting them at all, and they'd have to be like fucking phenomenal.
Oh, and another reason why I think it's just a little hilarious that I complain about this about, you know, I complain about how repetitive Fortnite is. I love playing Overwatch. And that is all my complaints about Fortnite, they are prevalent in Overwatch. If you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it just might be just one of those things, though. It's, I mean, like...
It's just, I never found it interesting.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm not gonna lie, on a side note, I'm not gonna lie, I found I'm like mining. And like, I don't know if you picked up on it, but like, my breath like kind of like stopped because a fucking llama came into my cave and I thought it was like some new enemy.
Scared the shit out of you?
A little bit.
Fucking llamas, man, they're scary. But yeah, I mean,
except for
like,
Carl from fucking Jimmy Neutron.
But you got the because you know, because it is more than just like a shooting aspect, you know, because you still got building, you got...
Which hardly anybody ever really does, aside from, like, you know, making the towers.
Well, I mean, you know, like, use it to make towers so you don't get, you know, freaking destroyed.
So you don't get got.
Making cover to, yeah, making cover so you could revive a teammate if you're doing duo or a squad. There's... Well, I mean, now, like, one of the new items is a porta-fort, which, like, you know, is just basically, if you're trash at, like, building, you could basically just throw that down and it'll make a pretty sizable fort.
With your, I'm assuming, is it like a fort? Oh, by the way, if you're hungry, there's some pork chops.
I already took some on, so I'm good.
Okay.
But I mean, it's probably like a 3-story tower with a like a simple like output or outpost, so you can, like, you know, check out and do some shooting.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's anything too extreme. But I think it's very basic with its
What's its necessity?
Yeah, it's basically just like throw it down, you get a tower. I mean, and there are some game-breaking stuff, because going back to like the shotguns, right, before, like really depending on like how you're shooting, not really how depending, just depending on how the game feels. Like, let's say I could shoot you with a shotgun, like 3 inches from your face, and still do like 7 damage. And after mine does like 7 damage, you shoot me and do like 200 damage from like the exact same range.
I can understand why that would be annoying.
And it's quite bullshit, because there's been many times where like you could have like the blue pump shotgun and do like head damage for over 200 health. Which, you know, is basically like you have your regular health and then you got like your shield health. And, you know, you could have 100 shield and then, of course, 100 health. And there's been times where, like, I've been playing the game and I got destroyed in one shot by a fucking shotgun. And being full shield and health.
I'm doing the one thing you're never supposed to do in Minecraft, and that's just dig straight down.
I feel it. And it's
I feel like I'm not going to find any iron until I do this.
I have 6 iron ore.
Okay, just smelt it.
But I don't know. That's just the way I look at it, though. It's like Minecraft can be, or not Minecraft, Fortnite can be very fun, but it could also be very frustrating at the same time. Because if you're going to like Tilted Towers, that's one of the most populated places in that game.
Yeah.
And it just becomes a real pain in the ass. Because like that's where most of the people, that's like if you're starting the game, that's where they'll go most of the time. And it's just like you could either survive like most of the game there, or you could just have a very bad time and get like 95th. You know,
I will
like
say this: finding a game in Fortnite, because I have a buddy, like I said, it's my buddy Brandon, who would play Fortnite, and he would always like he would play, and like there are times that he would win, there are times that he would lose, and but I will say this: I think Fortnite is impressive for its like reloadability as well as its fast respawns.
Yeah, pretty much.
Making my way back here. Okay.
Whoops.
You have a horse on your bed.
Whatever, I'll stick with it. Don't discriminate. But I don't know, 'cause there's just like so many like with because I mean they also have like very different game modes too. Usually throughout like the week they'll throw like something else in, something new.
Yeah.
And the last one was like high explosive, so it's pretty much like all explosive weapons. So like the C4, the grenades, grenade launchers, and the 2 rocket launchers, which is like a regular one and guided rockets.
Yeah.
And like, to be honest, it was fun as shit doing that one. But it was also very like, it took skill to, not a lot, but it still took some amount of skill to play that mode.
Understandable.
Because it's not like I'm just trying to think of other ones. I don't know, but what I was gonna say, but
Forgot what you were saying.
pretty much the whole thing is though it's very
It's not for everybody.
it's really not. It's really
Especially even though the way that everybody makes it seem, it's supposed to be for everybody. Like I've noticed that. Like a lot of people like to make it seem like this is the game that everybody should be playing. The same thing with PUBG, especially PUBG Mobile, which I literally am getting tired of fucking seeing ads for.
It's funny because I've never seen ads for that. I mean, I know Fortnite Mobile's been a huge thing lately, but
and the thing is, like, I don't, again, like I said, I don't see the fun in it. But I respect anybody who finds fun in it. The fun thing is what I'm about to say almost sounds like I'm contradicting what I just said. I respect anybody who sees fun in it while at the same time having a disappointment in them that they see fun in it. Does that make sense?
yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it's also because like I have fun with it because like again, it's like I'm playing with my friends, so it's like. And especially like if we do good, that's like the whole thing. It's like it's like all about like the satisfaction of teamwork, you know?
Yeah.
Because like let's say we drop and we get like we do well, we make it to like the final couple teams left, and we pull out the victory. It's just like the satisfaction of getting the win off a hard-fought victory, because there are two types of, like, no, I mean, there are multiple types of players, but there are two, like, main set types. There are types that like to, like, hide, and then there are people who like to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And
I mean, in a weird way, that's like any shooter game.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's first person or third person. You know,
it's like Call of Duty. You got your campers, you got your
assaults.
people who are And like I've always been a very like
run and gun
guy, because I'm like because I'm like something's gonna happen. It's like, do I get my materials? Yes. Do I make sure I'm all good on weapons? Of course, but I'm not really the hider unless it's like a needed situation where I'm like really low in health, or I need to like hang back and try to scoop up a victory off someone not paying attention.
Yeah, I feel you. And like you see, like that's the thing. Like I can totally understand when somebody is like saying this to me. You know, I'm not gonna be that type of guy that's just gonna be like, well, your opinion's still trash. Like, you know, like I understand why a lot of people find it fun.
Yeah.
Like I'll still make fun of my friend Brandon, who fucking loves the game. Like he adores the game. Even my friend Mel, and even my ex-girlfriend Alana, like they all fucking love the game, and I love Alana to death. So like, you know, I give her, she's like one of the few, like, you know, females that I will give almost nearly 100% respect to.
I might want to word that one a little differently, but
no, you know, well, what I mean is like, if I'm an asshole, okay, I'll say this. If I'm an asshole,
for context.
Yeah, like the way that I'll explain myself right there. I will give her 100% respect, in the sense of like, I will still avoid being an asshole to her, despite that's my natural. Like, I'm a naturally good guy, Dave. You can vouch for me, right?
Yeah.
But I can be an asshole without, you know, having any remorse. Correct?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's also fucking skeleton bitch. But it's also just the whole thing of, you know, ex-girlfriend relationship bullshit, blah blah blah. So it's like most people in that situation are like, nah, fuck that bitch.
Well, the thing is, you know, like, just to like, you know, delve into my past, if you will. I have majority of my ex-girlfriends. I had, you know, at least a genuine understanding or a mutual breakup between us. Not, I wasn't what you know, what today's terms would be. I wasn't cucked or anything like that, because like, you know, back then it was just like, okay, you were kind of whipped in a relationship, you know. But nowadays it's, the term is cucked. Would you agree?
Well, I mean, more or less.
But I wasn't cucked in the relationship. It was more along the lines of like, it was a long distance relationship, and you know, just things went their separate ways. You know, that back then that was a thing. Like, you know, people did a lot more long distance relationships than they did, you know, close up hookups. I guess because when I was growing up, like, that hooking up was a thing, but it wasn't like as prominent as it is now. If that makes any sense.
It's very prominent now, 100%.
Yeah, like, but either way, like, you know, like my ex Alana, my ex, you know, I almost said the ex that I should never talk about. You know the one I'm talking about.
I fully know. I know that one.
I nearly said her name. Not that I hate her or anything like that, but like, yeah, I nearly, you know, did the whole Voldemort thing. I almost said, she who shall not be named. But Lisa is another one of my exes, and like, you know, like, I care about her like to the fucking end. Like, you know, if I see her having a bad day, I will, for lack of better terms, I will literally like knight in shining armor my way over there, not hoping that I'm gonna get anything, but just because of the friendship that me and her developed before we even decided to give it a shot. So like, you know, like,
knight in shining armor, or as I like to call it, the retard in tinfoil.
Yeah, but the thing is, at least I know I'm not trying to do anything. Like, that's the difference between, I guess you can say, like, a true friend and who used to date the person that they're, you know, kind of like coming to the rescue of, I guess you can say. Versus,
Yeah.
you know, a neckbearded, you know, like, you know, I'm here to defend her honor.
I mean, is he wearing a fucking, like, fedora and saying "milady"?
The funny thing is, as much as that's a thing, like a meme, I've never met anybody that's ever done that.
I mean, can confirm, never have either, but there are people like that out there.
I mean, there has to be somebody that does that. I mean, like, in all seriousness, there has to be at least someone who does that very, you know, unironically.
Oh, 100%.
But the thing is, I've never met anybody that does that. And the sad thing is, I like fedoras.
I mean,
Like, fedoras were awesome. Would you agree?
well,
They
yeah,
look
but I mean, there's a whole
spiffy.
difference of, I mean, there's a whole difference of wearing one with a fucking three-piece suit if you're a, you know, an Italian like myself, but there's that look for more mob look.
Oh,
And
man.
then there's
See, that's
the-
what, on a side note, that is what a real gangster should look like.
Like the mob.
Yeah, like the old school, like, Italian mob, like, mafioso gangster, like, you know, that respectable. They had respect for the society, even though despite the fact they're trying to rule society, they have respect for said society. You know, they knew how to run the world kind of deal. Not
Well, you know, it's like, well,
these
I mean, you know,
bitches that, you know, yeah.
well, you know, do you want to be an El Chapo or do you want to be like an Al Capone?
I guess, you know, because I'm Mexican, should say El Chapo, but I'm not going to.
I mean, we could though.
I could.
I mean, if you
And
want
the
to be
sun
technical,
setting.
I mean, if you want to be technical, he was more powerful than ever, like Al Capone ever could have even dreamed of being.
This is very true.
But that's also a whole difference of one really
The time that he was
drugs.
raised.
The time, yeah, it was both in the time of the era and also, Al Capone was more of the prostitution, fucking alcohol type kind of era. Well, setting. That's what he really was about. Meanwhile, you know, El Chapo, all about the cocaine.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna go into. Again, I don't know why I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but for some reason I thought you were about to say he was all about the bass.
I mean, he seems like he'd be in the BBWs.
I mean, who doesn't love a big bitch? Just gonna say that one.
Fair enough.
But to continue on with what we were saying about fedoras.
It could be very dapper. You know, it's pretty much like how that whole thing ruined fedoras, just like how Jersey Shore basically ruined the term Guido.
I
What
still.
they're going on about Guido? Not,
I
not the
still-
real definition, not the real term of it.
Well, of course. The funny thing is, I still have a, for lack of better terms, guilty pleasure for that show.
Well, I mean, it came back, so by all means, go for it.
Well, I don't have cable anymore, so I can't watch it.
Ah, there's the internet.
Yeah, this is true. On a side note, eventually I'm gonna have to start watching Gotham. I've yet to
that?
see. Apparently, shit has really gone down. So you know how like when you search on random YouTube, like some people like videos would like just, even though you're not subscribed to them, they'll just like randomly pop up as like, hey, you should totally watch this.
Yeah.
Well, you know the guy that everybody thought was going to be the Joker, Jerome.
Oh yeah.
Well, it turns out, and again, this goes to show you, I've never seen Gotham. Not because I never wanted to, it's just never had time for it. It turns out he had a twin brother.
Oh.
You want to know, ironically, what his name is?
Fucking lay it on me.
Jeremiah.
Jesus. Well, you know. Right.
And who is my favorite DC villain of all time?
Joker.
Mm-hmm. Ain't that some ironic shit right there?
Yo, speaking of Batman, like DC and Joker and shit. You ever get to see the Telltale games with Batman?
Are you talking about where Joker basically could be a bad guy or a good? Oh God!
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't say good, but...
Ah! Ah! I'm being attacked! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
You know, I'd say, you know, the term vigilante. Like Mr. Batman himself.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm being 100% serious. When you see this video, when I post it, you're gonna see why. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I fell down. I fell down in front of a fucking creeper and then immediately got, like, rolled into a fucking gang by 2 zombies and a spider.
That is rough. You know, I'm just over here just mining coal.
And of course, like any seasoned Minecraft player, that hasn't played it, that hasn't, like, you know, OG played it since the mouse and keyboard days. I panicked and I went into third person.
Oh. Fair enough.
I pulled an achievement hunter.
I mean, it happens. Oh, that's gonna be a fucking drop.
Yeah, I need to remember. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, that helps. I was about to say I need to remember where I was so I can go get some iron. But I found iron.
I have like 10 on me. There's more at that base, but...
If you want to, you know, go down the rabbit hole if you want, if you wish, you're more welcome to. It's just I need to build a way up there again because I went down a fucking hole.
Huh. I'll make a craft table.
Okay, and there we go. Okay, yeah, the spot that I'm at, I built a ladder down.
I'm gonna collect lava.
Oh, you do that, good sir. You do that. And I am building... I love how, like, I immediately built a fucking furnace and then just laid down normal stone. It's just like, yep, I'm fucking genius right here.
Yo, Jimmy Neutron, better watch out.
Oh, dude. On a side note, I really hope they bring back that show. At the same time, I hope they don't bring back that show. It's like one of those things that, like, it would be awesome if they ever, like, finished it. Because I don't ever remember them finishing that show. Like a legit ending kind of deal. Like, where they're adults and all that, which would have been awesome.
I don't think they ever did.
Side note, did you know that Fairly Odd Parents canceled?
Oh, well, yeah, because Butch Hartman left Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of don't blame him for leaving Nickelodeon.
Ow! Fucking creepers, man. Next base. Oh, where the fuck I am right now.
Oh, anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so, what's his name has a twin brother where, it's basically implied he becomes the Joker.
Well then.
Yeah. That Jerome's brother becomes the Joker, and I'm not saying this just because it would be like that's literally what everybody has been waiting for. Everybody has been waiting for the Joker to legitimately appear as a character in Gotham. To the point where when Jerome, like when he was first introduced, or at least the episode where it revealed his madness, and he started acting like, you know, the Joker. Everybody thought it was like, holy shit, this is the Joker. Like, some people were angry, some people were accepting. I was on the camp that was accepting of it because the kid did fucking amazing. Or shouldn't even say kid, I think he's like my age. The guy did amazing, portraying a very insane person while at the same time being so methodically logical. It's scary.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I would be completely fine if this was like canon, like, okay, Jerome is the Joker, but, and it's not a spoiler because apparently this is a slightly old episode, and by say slightly old, I mean it came out 2 days ago. Jerome died. I won't say how, but he died. Sent his brother a fucking jack-in-the-box that contained a laughing serum, or laughing poison, that was specifically concocted for his brother, and it turned him to the Joker. Like, he got pale skin and red lips. He got that infamous Joker grin, and he started laughing insanely, kind of like how the Joker happens when he happens to lose his mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna cut it off right here, guys. I don't know how long this video is. Probably could be 30 minutes, probably could be an hour. I literally do not know how long it's been. But yeah, we will talk later. Dave, say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Peace, guys.